What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about another must-have tool for any trader out there. If you're trading crypto, stocks, forex, whatever you like, this is one of the best tools you will ever need. And let's get into it. All right, so as the title may have suggested, today we're talking about Tradingview. Now, Tradingview is a very extensive platform. It features a lot. Let's keep it simple. It features a lot. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Virtually any asset on the entire planet that you can trade is on here. So there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's a US dollar index, there's inflation rates, there's communities ideas. You can follow traders, other traders, copy them. You can look at their ideas, you can look at their analysis. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. There's different indicators and strategies which basically are all based off of technical analysis. Now, if you do not know what that is, I will touch on it a little bit, but a full course on it, this is not. I am part of the crypto school. You check that out. They offer full courses, strategies for different types of trading, scalpers, day traders, swing traders, whatever you want. There is something for you in there, but that is not this video. This video is a pretty simple, gonna be a simple explanation of what there all is. Now, the best part of this website is that you can use it for free. I personally use it for free. I do have a paid indicator, but I use the platform itself for free because I do not do a lot of day trading. So I do not have 20 charts open simultaneously with multiple different indicators, a lot of different strategies, etc, etc, etc. I do not trade that way through Tradingview, so I'm currently on the free plan. So just to give an indication, you can do that as well. And as far as tools go, it's not the most expensive website, so it is quite beginner friendly as well. So you can check that out. You can when you make an account, you can upgrade and you can check that out. I do not have an affiliate link or anything. But let's say we want to look at Bitcoin. Assuming that you're here for crypto, I have my channels mainly focused at crypto. It does feature like a beginning, a little summary, so you can see what the news, latest headlines, Bitcoin versus gold versus silver. So it has a very extensive news base, which I think is fundamental if you want to understand why Bitcoin prices move, why any crypto or any asset moves really. You can check out the ideas from other traders where basically, like, you can never know everything there is. And I always say, like, I am stupid. There's people a lot smarter than me. So I check out what other traders do. At least when I started out, that's how I approached it. So I read as much as I could, watched as many YouTube videos as I could, but I can also understand that sometimes watching a load of videos becomes very boring and tedious. And sometimes I open these ideas as well and just skim through them. And do I agree with them? Do I think it aligns with where I want to buy more Bitcoin? You can check that out in these ideas. Now, there's a community discussion, sort of like a Twitter feed with a lot of basically shorter messages where you can also catch a little bit of the sentiment. You can ask some questions in there, or you can agree or disagree with someone, etc, etc. You know, we all know how Twitter works, I assume. So there's different markets, seasonal performance, so you can check out the previous performance throughout the years. I don't do this a lot because every year is different, especially since Trump has been in office. So every cycle is a little bit different. Every year is a little bit different. So I occasionally glance at this, but you can check the previous years. Sometimes a lot of years. You can check out the markets, different markets. Now for Bitcoin, this doesn't really matter, but there are smaller coins, smaller assets, which you cannot buy everywhere, especially with stocks and ETFs. So you can check out the markets here, similar to my video I did on CoinMarketCap, but this works on all assets, where you can find different markets. So let's say you have an account on KuCoin or on VX, and you want to check out if you can buy the crypto or the asset you want to buy, and you can check in these markets, and then, hey, VX has it, so I can check VX. Or any other exchange. If your normal exchange doesn't feature it, you can check out which exchange you open an account on to buy it, if you want to buy through an exchange. So that also features, and this is new, Bitcoin or crypto, a lot of crypto are now also held through ETFs. So exchange traded funds through stocks. So basically on your stock brokerage account, you can invest into a Bitcoin ETF without actually having to buy the Bitcoin yourself. You can buy any of these ETFs and basically just buy bits and pieces off of those. I'm not going to get into all the different specifics of all these ETFs, but a lot of them have their different costs, different approaches. They trade options, or they short sell, or they long sell, or they leverage trade, or they buy spot. So that is something you have to figure out for yourself, but know that these are there. So it's not necessarily needed to buy Bitcoin through actual crypto anymore. But if you're serious about crypto, you're probably going to want to do that anyway. So that is the main basic page of TradingView. And now we get to the fun part. So let's launch the full chart. So this is TradingView for me personally. I use TradingView like this. So this is Bitcoin on a 15-minute chart, where every one of these small little candles basically represents a 15-minute block. And let's just turn off it real quickly. So this is what your chart will normally look like. I am in night mode, so probably you in day mode, so it'll be white, but very basic green and red candles. Red is down, green is up. Like I said, I'm not going to go into very much specifics, but basic candlestick patterns, if you Google it a little bit, there are loads of information about it. But basically, this is how a price moves. This is how we have to make our estimates, our guesses. And I always like to compare the price with a rubber band. If a rubber band is pulled really far down, it's likely to bounce up, and vice versa. And eventually, when you pull too hard, it's going to stay a certain length because it's stretched. And that's when we see here, it's been pulled too far down. And now we're staying around this area. We're not immediately shifting. Could, but we don't know yet. That's where indicators like this come into play. You can see it's showing sell strength, it's showing buy strength. It basically tells you where to buy, where to sell. It does this because it combines a lot of different indicators. And I don't use a lot of indicators myself because it becomes very tedious and a lot of work. So I love this indicator. I have a link to it in the description below. If you're very new, you're not likely to use it, but maybe if you are a little bit further down the line, this is one of the best indicators out there. It apparently has a win rate of 90%. And you can check that out throughout the link. It's called Crusader Signals. Feel free to check it out. Otherwise, back to the video. Also, side note, I have a completely free Discord. If you're new to crypto and you want to check, want to find like-minded people and want to find a legitimate group where at least I am actively trying to help people. There's other people in there as well, and also a few people I know through other paid platforms in there as well. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of that free knowledge, join it, and just feel free to ask questions. If you don't like it, I'm not trying to sell you anything at free Discord. Just feel free to join that or not. And as I said, let's get. So, as I said, this is my basic chart, my basic setup. See sell buttons, buy buttons. I don't use these in TradingView because I trade through exchanges or I put limit orders through other platforms. Gonna do videos about those as well, so stay tuned for that. But right now we can just see a simple chart. We see a little bit of an RSI, which is another indicator, which is the called the relative strength index, which basically also that rubber banding, which I talked about. basically shows how far the prices have been stretched. So it's now stretched very relatively far up. So it's likely to have a little bit of a pullback. And you can see here it went out of the bands even. So we can see when it stretched, it immediately pulled back down. That's how I got that rubber banding. But we can basically align that. This area we saw a sell button as well. Go to another time frame. We have multiple time frames. The time frame here. And that's where we can see very high sell strength and very small buy strength. It's not telling us to buy quite yet. You could buy a little bit, but also make sure you take profits. But I use this as a confirmation for my own technical analysis. Let's call it technical. But if you want to try other indicators, there's a lot of indicators. You could try yeah. So I'm on the free plan, so I cannot activate a lot more. But there's indicators, there's strategies, there's profiles, patterns. So you can put this all on your chart, and it can help you find your setup, your trade setup. Like I said, you need to watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of videos, a lot of courses to find out exactly which works for you. Do not be tempted immediately to buy a bunch of different indicators or use 20 indicators at the same time, because eventually your chart will be cluttered and you will not know what to do anymore. One will say up, one will say down. It is a reason why I like this chart. I try to buy overstretches either up or down, or sell, buy or sell those moments. So for me, this is a perfect indicator. I like to use that. And other than that, I use a little bit of drawing tools. So I draw, it's the wrong one actually, but that's the one. Or so basically what I do is I look at very key levels and try to buy at that. And you can see that the indicator bought at the same time where I bought, basically, where I was going to buy anyway, because that is an historic level. There is one below that. Technically, I could clone that. Also put a little buy order there as well. And you can see that that will align with that price level. Drop back down. It will align once again with that. So that's a little bit about indicators. We can also replay. So if you want to test your trade, you can put a chart here and the price will revert to there. And then you can just start play and it'll start adding candles and you can test your trades that way. You can form a strategy, put a plan into order, put a buy theoretically on paper, which I recommend you do, by the way. First, always try developing a trade, developing your strategy on a free method, either a demo account or paper trading, just noting down, writing down what you do. You can see that it's playing out. Let's go all the way to the end again. So we can basically replay history and see if we would actually have made a profit or not. So that's something we can do. Well, also very important function. Am I leaving something out? Obviously, there's a lot of trading and drawing tools as well. I'm not going to get into that because this video will become hours long and it's not the point of this video. Just the point is to tell you a little bit about what there is, what it is, and how you can use it. So I'm going to leave this video on here. I'm going to close it out and I'm going to follow up with another couple of these basic instruction videos, which I think is important, especially for beginners in crypto. So if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to grow the community and trying to help people as well, because I had a lot of struggles when I first went into crypto. It wasn't anywhere near as easy to buy crypto as it is right now. So yeah, I'm trying to prevent people from being scammed, trying to build a nice, fun community where we can all help each other make money. And yeah, if you want to be a part of that, please leave a like, subscribe. Feel free to join the Discord or just leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.